I'm back, guys, and I have got some tech reviews for you today. That's right, guys, I'm back with a review on the iPhone X. I just actually got these in the mail maybe a day or two ago, so I've actually only had my phone for about 2 days, but I've been really waiting a long time for this to get here, so I'm really excited to bring it into you. So before I give my wife hers, I thought I would talk to you a little bit about it, and then I'm gonna do a little unboxing of this. First thing I'm gonna tell you is that I'm a Sprint guy. Okay, I'm not being paid by Sprint, I'm not being paid by Apple to do this, but I am an Apple guy. Everything that I have is Apple. I have the iPad Pro, iPad Air, iPad Mini, I've had multiple iPods, everything I own. I love Apple, okay? But the iPhone X is their brand new phone that's out, and there's tons of reviews out there, and I'm not gonna get all techie and everything with you. I'm gonna hopefully just give you the bare bones. I'm in the studio here, and if you notice, I got a few things cool. I'm gonna be doing a review and doing a little kind of tour of my studio at some point, but I'm really excited to do tech reviews because I've never done that before. It's not been something I've really focused on, but I really wanna do that along with technology, and I'm just so excited to share this with you guys because you know, technology is what I do. I mean, I'm a photographer. I am a creator. This is something that I love doing. So, Apple products allow me as a professional to do things that I really want to do. If you keep hitting that little bump, that's Alexa in the background. Hey Alexa, play something silky and smooth. Let's see what she says. Alexa, play something jazzy.
Here's a station for jazzy music. All jazz.
All jazz.
Playing on lounge.
This is my lounge area. This is where my clients will come in, so I'm gonna let you hear this a second. Let's just take this in for just a second. Are you feeling it? I mean, I do like jazz, but not right now. Alexa, play something rock.
Here's a station for rock music. Hard rock from Amazon Music. Playing on lounge.
In the lounge. That sounds so good. Oh.
Hello, darkness,
my old friend. This is not necessarily rock. This is a rock ballad, I guess you'd say, but
because a vision softly creeps.
Are you feeling that? I'm really feeling this song right now. Alright, Alexa, give me some rap. Cause you know I'm down
Here's
with some
a station for rap music.
Some rap music.
Top hip hop.
If it's dirty, I warn you. I'm not approving of it. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah. Halloween. Taliban.
My kids love this at school. I have no idea what they say.
Jumping, them boys up to something. They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out in the country. Them boys up to something, they just not just bluffing.
So in my lounge area, jamming out.
I just found my tempo like on DJ Mustard. I hit that.
My kids will die laughing if they see me doing this. Alright, so Alexa, pause. Alright, so what you're hearing is I have a Sonos sound system in the background, and so when you're in studio, you come in and look at your photos. I can actually have some music jamming in here. I have one in my studio area where I shoot, then I have one in here. So I can have some different music playing in here and different in here when I'm actually shooting. So when parents or people are in here waiting to get their picture taken, they can kind of have a little bit of jam in here. The only problem is I kind of wonder if people are going to try to change my channels while they're in here. They better not. Alright, so I'm doing a review of the iPhone X. Now, let me tell you, I bought 2 of these. I am a Sprint guy. I've been with Sprint forever. Sometimes my connection around here is a little iffy, but it's getting a lot better. Atlanta is moving a little bit closer to us as far as the signal. Now, Atlanta's not moving closer to us, but their signal's getting here a little bit better. So, you know, the LTE and all that's getting a lot better, and so I'm getting a little bit better signal than I used to. They got to compete with some of these other guys, so this is not a shout out to Sprint, but I'm really glad you guys are improving your signal boost over here in where I am out here in Nowhereville. Alright, so let's talk about the Apple X. I got to apologize to you guys. All right? I'm a little embarrassed. I've had the iPhone 6 Plus for quite a while, and so I've been waiting to upgrade. I didn't go with the 7 because, to be honest with you, I didn't want those earbuds, the AirPods. I didn't want that. I like having that 3.5 jack. Come on, Apple, what are you doing to me? I'm not real happy with that, but I could go on and on about that, okay? I really enjoy having my 3.5 jack and having to be able to power. And I know you can buy the little adapters, but today at school we were trying to play music and plug in all that stuff, and it wouldn't work. So stop, I'm not talking to you. So anyway, she's always interrupting me. So I decided I'd wait past the 7, I'd wait past the 8 and the 8 Plus, and now I'm here with the 10. Got this from my wife too, because you can't buy technology for yourself and not buy technology for your wife. Okay, so I already been using mine. Let me just take a moment here to show you what I got. Okay, so, oh, let's let it focus. Can you see that? Oh, is it focusing on it? Oh yeah, it's almost so sexy that you can't even focus in on it. Oh, look at that ring light though. What? That ring light. Oh yeah, I'll be talking about that later because that's new to the studio. Sorry, I've been a little bit sick, but I'm upgrading the studio, guys. I've been adding things to the studio. I've been kind of waiting to kind of put things out because I really want my lighting to be on point. I really wanted things to look great. And I know a lot of people tell you that use what you've got, make it work. And I do that. But, you know, I really want the quality to be superb for my followers. I know I only have like 70. But you know what, guys? Y'all are important to me. I really appreciate you, my 70 followers. I want that to grow. But if not, it's all good. We'll just have fun on our own. All right. So let's get to the Apple review just a little bit. I'm not going to do a real in-depth review because I haven't had it long enough to necessarily give you a full one. But this is the iPhone 10, 64 gigabytes. I kind of wanted to get a little bit bigger one, but to be quite honest with you, I had the 64 on the 6 Plus, and it was fine as long as I sent things to Google Photos and sent things to the cloud. But as you can probably figure, if you're a photographer, that 64 gigabytes goes away pretty fast, especially when you do video. And if you look behind me, you'll see my DJI Osmo Mobile. And so I do a lot of video, and with this new iPhone 10, the quality of the video is going to be insane. I'm going to be able to use it for weddings. I'm going to be able to use it for senior photos and for highlight reels and for B-roll and all that. Let's pause a second for some B-roll on this iPhone 10. Now, right now, it's showing you some B-roll of how sexy the iPhone 10 is. You know, it's in the box still. And anyway, you're probably just dying to see what's in this thing. So let's actually get to that in just a second, but I want to talk to you about these right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see these. It's a little bit bright, I know, but this right here is the Spec 21. Okay, and the InvisiShield HD glass, the ZAG glass. Okay, this is Invisible Shield HD glass plus 3x shatter protection. You gotta have that, guys. I mean, you know, I'm not a kid, but I'm not exactly easy on my. I'm really good on my things, but sometimes, you know, things happen when you're out shooting. And so one of the reasons why I went with the iPhone 10 with the smaller, I've actually got the I have the OtterBox commuter. No, I have. What do I have? I have the Symmetry. I have the Symmetry case for mine, and then I have the HD glass protector on here. And guys, listen. I'm going to tell you something. If you do not get the glass screen protector for your phone, you're crazy. This thing was $1,000. Okay, so you got to protect it. Now, I'm used to having an OtterBox Defender. I mean, that thing's in a tank. But this one, I want to go a little smaller, and I'll tell you why. For those of you guys that use the DJI Osmo Mobile, you cannot get a Defender case inside a DJI Osmo Mobile. You have to take it out of the case. You heard me right. You got to take it out of the case. Who wants to take it out of the case? I know this guy doesn't. I mean, come on. These things have got to be protected. So, get yourself a, like I said, the Symmetry's pretty cool. I bought my wife a sweet little Tech 21. I'll open this up and let you guys kind of see that. It's actually pretty cool.
Sorry, I don't know that.
I didn't care if you know that. I wasn't talking to you. Oh my gosh, she's so nosy. She gets left out. But I got her the pink case. It's kind of rubbery. And like I say, this is, I'm going to have to turn her off. Tech 21 Evo Check. Okay, it's just kind of a rubbery feel. And I also got her the invisible shield as well to protect hers. And it says it has a lifetime warranty. I know that's a little blown out, but you know, I gotta have good lighting for me. I mean, this stuff is good. I'm gonna give you a little bit better view of this stuff in just a minute. But this was $39 and it's worth every penny of it. And I had them install it too, so I would advise you guys to have. I had Best Buy. Shout out to my boy over there at Best Buy. He installed mine and he took the time, and I mean, he painstakingly put mine on my case. And I mean, you know, he left no, I mean, he let, you got, well, here, let me talk to you about this. The iPhone 10, it's edge to edge screen, y'all. So if you don't put this on correctly, you get like a little rainbowing on the edges and the light kind of comes through. So it's a process. I mean, if you want to do it on your own, that's fine, but it's $7 and you're going to have this phone for a while. So I would advise pay that little extra $7, let them put it on. Because here's a little tip. If they break it or they mess it up, guess what they'll do? They go right back to the back, they grab a new one, they put it on there, and it's on them. You do it at home, you mess it up, you have to take it back, try to exchange it. It's just a big mess. Who wants to do that? So I would advise getting this invisible shield. I would advise you get you a nice little case. If you're a photographer and you want to use the DJI Osmo Mobile, okay, like I'm using, took that thing to Universal in my Defender case, and I had to take that sucker out and stick it in there, and it was just naked. It was like, oh, please do not drop me. Oh, please do not drop me, sir. I'm terrible with accents. But I did not want to drop it, so I was wedging that thing in there tight and everything. And so now I'm protected. I have protection for my phone. Okay, so I can slide that in the DJI Osmo Mobile, and I'll show you guys some of that, and I can do sick footage, and I'll have to be scared when I set it down, because sometimes you have to set it down for things. When you set it down, you just feel like, why am I setting that down like that? Because it's a lot of money, you know. Golly. So anyway, all right. Y'all want me to open this up, don't you? All right, let's do this. Yeah! Look at this right here. So a lot of guys, I see them do the openings, and they have like a little flip out knife. I mean, who needs a little flip out knife? This is, okay, I don't really know. I want to say it looks almost like a samurai dagger. When my brother passed away in 2009, we were going through things, I found this and I thought, what? This is so cool. Who knew that I was going to use this to open up stuff? So you push this little button. What? All right, so this is really cool. Let's put that right there for a second. And let's set this to the side. We're not doing anything with you guys right now. All right, let's get to this. All right, can you see this? Can you see what we're doing here? Let's see if we can back this up so you can actually see what we're doing here. All right, let's flip this over. We're gonna be very, and I realize this thing has a little thing here to open this up. Really? I wanted to use this. Thanks a lot, Apple. I wanted to use my fancy knife. Oh well. We'll have another day. We'll have another day. I'm actually going to do an unboxing of one of my lights to show you guys. So I'll bring this handy dandy sucker out when I do that video. What? So let's just set you up here for now. Alright, so standard. This is actually pretty cool boxing, you know. Everybody gets excited for new technology. I know I do. So this is the Apple 10, iPhone Apple 10. Did I say that right? This is the iPhone 10. For those of you that don't know Roman numerals, that X means 10. It's not the iPhone X. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a teacher too. So when I'm at school, the kids, as soon as I took out this iPhone 10 to take roll yesterday and today, they were like, oh my God, coach, you got the iPhone X. I'm like, it's the iPhone 10. Now, not all of them said the iPhone X. There were only a few of them, but they're middle schoolers and they're going to say things like that. So it's just kind of funny. Just a funny little middle school humor. So anyway, they may be watching these videos. Shout out to my kids. Glad you guys are watching my videos. All right, so iPhone 10. Let's see what's in this bad boy. Oh, let's just set you right here so we can you see that? We're just going to keep him right there. I know he's a little bright. He's a little bright, but he's shining bright like a diamond. So this is, okay, let me just read this to you. It says, designed by Apple in California. I don't know if y'all can read that. Can y'all read that? It's probably just too bright. Okay, but anyway, that's what it says. Anyway, just your standard stuff. Hello from Apple, some nice new stickers and things like that. You know, I may put the stickers on a few things, but for right now, we're just gonna set you off to the side, and then we're just gonna. I've already got mine, so it's almost like I cheated a little bit, and I got mine, and I think mine's gonna feel a little lonely. So I'm just gonna put you right here, bud. Just gonna put you right there, because I don't want you to feel like you got left out. I don't want you to feel like you got left out. I really don't. I kind of feel bad that maybe you feel a little left out right now. All right, so before I bring this out, my phone's getting a little lonely, so I'm gonna just take my phone and just put him right there. He's feeling a little lonely, I think. He kind of wants to hang out with y'all, and he looks really cool right there. So, like I said, I kind of feel like I cheated just a little bit, because I already seen this. I got to feel the excitement of taking a brand new phone out. So this is what you'll see when you open yours up. You know, in all of its glory. Look at the ring light. Oh man, the glass screen on this thing is just insane. You get the nice little, you know, and I'm not gonna take all the plastic off, okay? Because my wife is gonna want to look at this. But you know, iPhone does a great job with their packaging. But look at the back of that though. Oh my God, look at the back of that. You know, I asked my kids, I said, how do you know I have an iPhone 10? As soon as it came out of my pocket, they're like, oh my God. But I was like, how do you know I got an iPhone 10? They're like, Coach, look at the case. I mean, the camera. And they already saw the camera. Oh my gosh, I must have touched something. It's already turning on. No, don't turn on. My wife will be upset. So you basically have hola. Is that hola or hola? Hello. I don't want you to turn on this. Okay. Just for you guys that don't know, you can hold the Siri button and the power up button, and it will shut your phone off. Just a little quick one. I don't know what that was. All right, so I'm not going to set this up right now, but inside, let's just sit you right there. Be very gentle. Inside, you have your charging block. Okay, you have your earbuds, which I don't know. I'm not really happy with the connector. I'd like the 3.5 Apple. I really do. I wish you'd bring that back, and I don't know there's reasons for it, but I'm just not real happy with it. Your charging cable, you know, your aux cable. You know, I love these. You can't have enough of these. In my house, it's honestly like the Holy Grail, you know, because we bought a new kitten, we rescued a kitten about a year and a half ago, and you know, if you've ever gotten a kitten, and she loves strings, so for the first probably month and a half, she ate every wire, every cord that we had. So she went through pretty much every one of these. You know, and I had like kept these up for my iPad, for my iPad Pro, for my iPad Mini, my iPad Air, and so slowly she just kept going through these things and going through these things, and I don't really like using third-party wires and third-party chargers, because I made that mistake with an iPod once. It didn't turn off once it was charged, and it jacked it up. So I would advise you use Apple wires. Now, I do have a couple that I trust that I've gotten, and I only got those because my cat, she just eats everything. But I actually got these, I don't know, they might be Energizers. I got them at CVS, but they're metal, and they're metal or copper around them. I'll have to show that to you. So if you've got a cat or an animal that likes to chew on the wires, get her one of those. She stopped right away. So at my house, these wires are a commodity. So you got just your standard, you know, your block and your cord here. And the cool thing about these iPhone 10s is that you can actually put them on a little, hey, what? Oh, that's good right there. I'm not talking to you. Oh my gosh, she's so annoying. She's so needy. Okay, let's do this. Let's put you right there so that doesn't fall again. But there's a couple things I want to talk to you guys about this phone. Okay, you no longer have a home button. Okay, you no longer have a home button, but it'll take you a minute to kind of get used to that, not having a home button, because a lot of people are so used to having that, you know, double clicking that and getting out of your exiting out of your stuff. But you know, to be honest with you, face recognition is pretty awesome. I mean, it very rarely fails. I mean, my kids today, they're like, hey, let me look at it, see if it'll open for me. And I was like, dude, you're 12. If it opens for you, I'm a legend. So it didn't open for them, and they just thought that was super cool. But what you basically have to do is you have to set up your facial recognition. It takes very little time to do, and once you have that, when you double tap it, you can double tap it, or you can basically, as you turn it up, most of you guys know your device for the last little bit, as soon as you raise it up, the motion of it brings the screen, it wakes it up for a second, and then you can basically do whatever. So it does that. You just look at it, boom, it's open. You swipe up, it unlocks everything, and you're in and you're up and you're running. Now, one thing that frustrates me, and I don't know if it frustrates you guys whenever you get a new phone, but anytime I get a new phone and I have to do the backup thing, and I back it up on my computer and I download everything, I do everything I'm supposed to do right. Maybe I'm not doing it right. I feel like I'm a tech nerd, but maybe I'm just a big dummy. I have no idea. But when I did all that stuff, everything's perfect. Would you stop? I'm not talking to you. So I did everything I was supposed to do, so I changed everything over. I tried to do it myself, and I don't know what happened, but people are texting me today. I have no idea who they are, and it's nothing worse than when people text you and they're like, hey man, that was awesome. I'm like, okay, that's great. I have no idea who you are. I wish I knew who you were, but can you please tell me your name? Text me. So I basically have to send out a big massive thing, and not everybody went through, and I guess it's because I have multiple emails and calendars, and when everything syncs, it's just stuck everywhere. So I've got like 20,000 numbers in my phone and probably only use like 50. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Is it me? Is it? Maybe you guys have the same issues. But check out this sweet knife again, though. What? All right. So anyway, facial recognition. Put it up to your face. Bam! It opens up. You swipe it. Now let me say this. It unlocks it. So basically, you got a little lock at the top of the screen. Okay, that comes open when you see your face, and you're like, oh, I like your face. It says I like your face, and it lets you know you can swipe up and open it. It's pretty cool. Now, I will tell you, a couple of guys I've watched videos on, and I kind of had the stress about not having a home button because, you know, I do fly drones, and I did see one of the guys that I follow, Casey Neistat or Neistat. I love that dude. He's hilarious, but he got stuck in a DJI app and he couldn't get out, and you know, if you just got to pay attention to the little bar. If the bar's on the bottom, you can swipe up and close it. If it's off to the side, you can swipe it left. Just depends on the orientation of your phone. You just need to find the bar to swipe out, okay? And if you don't like all of those apps kind of running in the background, you want to get rid of them, you know, you just bring up your panels just like you did before, except you're going to swipe up and hold. So you'll swipe up. I don't want to put fingerprints on. I'm putting a shield on it. So you swipe and hold, and then it'll pop up all your little windows, and you just slide across. And I can probably show you a few little things on here with my video, because I'll just pull up some little B-roll and show y'all me doing it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But you just basically take your finger, you slide up, hold it there for a second, and your little panels come over, and you can swipe through those. And then once you get to them, you can't just swipe them up fast. You kind of hold your finger on them for a second and then push them away. Hold it for a second. It's almost like the 3D sensitive. Push it for a second, and my monitor went off again. I hope I'm recording, guys. So my film monitor keeps kicking off. I got to figure that out because that's frustrating. I like to be able to look to make sure I'm still recording and how long. I can see that. So you just swipe up from the bottom, hold it for a second. Your panels come up, and you press it for just a second, and you'll see the little minus or the little X. I can't remember which it says, but it may be a minus, and that lets you know you can either tap it to close it, or you can swipe up, hold it for a second, and swipe up, and it goes away. Pretty much you can close it all the same way. The only other difference is when you want to get your control center, you grab it in the corner and slide it down, and still all the little things in there are 3D sensitive, and you just basically can touch your volume and move it up, your brightness, hold it for a second and press it and move it down. But it's really awesome. And what I will say is that, you know, I love Apple products. I mean, they just get it right. You know, the packaging is superb. You know, I've been waiting on this because, like I said earlier, I've waited on this because I really didn't like the fact that the 3.5 jack. I know I was hung up on the earpods. I need to try the AirPods. I need to try them, and if I like them, but I just have this thing about, you know, where my earbuds are attached to a wire, but maybe that'd keep my cat from eating them because she's like this rabid beast that eats everything, or she did when she was a kitten. So maybe that's the situation. I need to try them before I hate on them. So I'm sorry, Apple. I don't hate them. I'm indifferent because I just don't know. So I'm kind of up in the air on this, and I got smudges on my wife's new phone. And so, but I'm going to try to do a little bit more on this, but basically I just want to show you this is something new, and I want to show you kind of this is what I want to do. I want to do some tech stuff. I want to do some open box type things. I got a light that I'm about to open up. I want to talk to you guys about my ring light. I'm going to talk to you about my Evo gimbal that's for my DSLR, for my mirrorless cameras, my full-size cameras. It uses them, works them. I went to Universal. I'm going to show you some of that stuff at some point. But, I mean, you know, for those of you guys that like the Pixel 2, I've heard it's got an amazing camera. I'm not telling you to go out and buy Apple. I'm just telling you that Apple, you know, it works with everything that I do. And as a photographer, I like things to kind of communicate well. And I have a MacBook Pro, and I also have an iMac. And so everything just kind of works together. It's just married together. I love you. I love you, and I love you. And we communicate so well together. That's the whole thing, is that my phone and my computer, they just communicate so well together. Okay, so if you kind of can look behind me, you probably can see a little bit of a camera behind me. That's a little above angle stuff, so I can show you guys some things. And I'm really excited about doing that, so I'm going to be able to do that. Also, hasn't gotten here yet, but I have a new Atomos HD recorder, so I can show you the back of my camera, so I can show you kind of things I'm doing for photo shoots, how to mess with your exposure and aperture. But anyway, that's not about that. That's another video. And I just want y'all to know that this thing right here, you're going to absolutely fall in love with this iPhone 10 because it's fast, it's smooth. Get you a case. I walked around for a whole day at school in PE with this thing just butt naked like this. Just like this. And every time I pull it out, my kids are like, oh, I love my kids. My kids are like, Coach, you gotta be careful, man. What you got that out of your pocket for? I'm like, dude, just don't get near me. I'm cool if you don't get near me. But it's so funny because I was like, I downloaded, just a quick story, I downloaded the augmented reality thing, a little app about dinosaurs are everywhere. Oh, I got that. It's pretty cool. But I got that. The only thing I like about it, you have to pay for it to get to use the camera to like take pictures, trying to get me. So you can also get, there's another thing called, I have to show you the other one, but there's another one that you have to pay for that works, and it's good. You can do Santa Claus, you can do dinosaurs, you can do snakes, you can do everything, and it'll kind of freak you out because when you hold it down, you look at it, kind of looks like it's on the ground. It's got shadow and everything. What is that called? I'll tell y'all what that is. I'm gonna look right now. Let's look at this. Oh, look at my face. Oh, it sees me. You like me. We gotta talk about this camera too for just a second. Okay, this is called Surreal. S-U-R-R-E-A-L. Surreal. You gotta get that sucker because it is so really cool. And anyway, let's talk about this camera. As my kids say, bro. This camera is legit. It's got the telephoto lens. It has the wide angle lens. And guys, let's just talk about portrait mode for a second. As a portrait photographer, you know, I have all these lights and things to make sure things look great. Last night I'm sitting in my Jeep and I'm just kind of waiting because I had to go pick up some stuff and I had to wait on it. I think I was picking up dinner for the family. And so I just thought I'd snap me in a little selfie action. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I decided to put it on portrait mode. I might have put studio mode, or is it studio mode? Or is it, what mode is that? I gotta look that up for y'all. I can't be just saying stuff. Come on, man, unlock my face. All right, let's see. So we go to camera, then go to portrait mode, and there's a bunch of options, okay? Can y'all see that? If you can't. Okay, there's options. There's natural light, ooh la la, studio light, there's contour light, there's stage light, and then there's stage light mono, which is black and white. Now contour light is for the girls. I took a photo with contour lighting and it kind of made me look like I was sucking in my cheeks and all this stuff. You know, I'm a big dude. I got a beard. I don't need to be contoured. My beard contours my face. But anyway, I did use studio light and I'm in my car, so it sensed I needed some flash. And let's just talk about this for a second. It lit up, the whole screen lights up, and it's bright. It's like bright like my LED shots. It lit me up, boom, took my photo, and I was like, dang, that is one of the best little selfie photos I've ever taken, especially in my car at night in the dark. I don't care, flash, it was awesome. So, portrait mode, Apple, you got it right on that one. Still got your square, still got your pano, all that good jazz. Oh, one little other thing I want to tell you about slow-mo. Bro, as my kids say. For slow-mo, follow me for a second, okay? Go into your settings. If you got an iPhone 10, go into your settings, go down, find your little camera icon, boom, 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 go to camera, and you're gonna see a thing where it says record video 4K to 60 FPS or record slow-mo 1080. I want to pause for a second. Okay, normally it's 1080, 120. Okay, that's slow motion. That's pretty, you can do that. That's, I mean, you can get professional looking stuff out of that. But as my kids, bro, you can do 1080 HD at 240 FPS. I'm not joking. 240 FPS. Guys, click that setting. You will love it. It's like butter. So that's just one of those little cool things. You can go in there and, you know, and it works really well with my Apple 3. I'm going to do a little review of my Apple version 3 watch. It's trying to measure my heart rate. What am I right now? I've been here getting excited. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a little bit higher than what it normally is because I'm get excited. I get pumped when I'm doing videos. But you know, it's what we do. It's what we do when we're doing videos for YouTube. Okay? I go in hard for you guys. So I'm going to do a little more extensive review once I kind of know a little bit more about it, but all I can just tell you is that it's beautiful. I love it. I would suggest going with a clear case just because it looks awesome. Get you that symmetry. You're going to like it. I mean, you know, I've hidden my phone in a Defender case for so long. It's just nice to kind of see you, buddy. It's nice to see that you're really nice. I had a really nice gold one. Never got to see that thing. I'm giving it to my son. It's still in that big old honking case. Anyway. All right, so iPhone 10, you did it. You got me. It's good. You still got to give me that 3.5 headphone jack. I got to have that. You guys got to bring that back. I'm not real happy with that. I mean, we're not going to break up over it, but, you know, we're upset. You know, it's kind of like when you date a real pretty girl. You know, I'm married now, but, like, when I was younger, if you dated a real pretty girl, it was hard to get mad at her and stay mad at her. It's like I said, it's just kind of like when you have a pretty girlfriend. You can't be mad when they do stuff that makes you mad. You know, you get over it a lot faster when they're pretty. I mean, it's same thing for girls. I'm sure if your boyfriend's a good-looking guy, you can overlook sometimes when they act stupid. You know, because they're just so good-looking. But I just love Apple so much, and I can't be mad at you long because you don't have the 3.5 plug. I just can't be mad at you. You're just too pretty. But guys, look, that's pretty much it for my review of this. It's not a full review. It's not like a big intensive review, but Apple, I just can't get over how much, you know, you kind of remind me of my camera equipment, you know, my Sony equipment. I mean, my Sony stuff, they come out with new stuff all the time. I mean, big shout out to Sony. I mean, I'm shooting this with the Sony A7 II, and you know, I've got the A9 for all my other stuff too. They're coming out with new stuff. They just came out with the A7R3. I would love to get out and shoot the A7R3. It's I'm hearing and seeing reviews on it, and it looks like it's amazing. But they remind me of Sony because they're coming out with new products all the time. They're always pushing the envelope, trying to do more things. And you know, everybody, you're gonna watch videos, and I know I said I was about gone, but I want to tell you something. Everybody wants to talk about this notch, okay, at the top of the screen. Guys, listen. If you're hung up on that little notch area that doesn't have a little bit of screen there, I'll show it to you. If you're hung up on that, that notch doesn't bug me. You don't bug me, notch. We're friends, man. I'm not disappointed. I'm not upset that you're there. So that notch does not bug me at all. I mean, I'm loving the fact that I have a smaller phone now that still has a huge screen on it. It goes from edge to edge, corner to corner, and I love that. I love that, and I'm not mad about that notch. I mean, it's just, come on, I can't even hate on it. It's actually kind of cool. I actually like it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little somewhat of a review. If you haven't already, I hope you guys will hit that thumbs up button that you like it, and you know, so and hit that little bell too, because you want to get those notifications whenever I get a new video up. I'd appreciate that. And if you feel like, you know, smashing that button as well, You know, I'm not going to hate on you for doing that either, but I really would appreciate you guys for the subscribing. I appreciate you guys watching my channel. I'm going to have new videos out all the time. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is Jason with Napier Photography. And I just hope you guys enjoy life, get out, shoot things, video things, find passion in everything that you do. Don't just settle for one thing. Do lots of things. Don't just get bogged down by doing one thing, guys. I mean, I do all kinds of things, and I'm not going to stop doing new things. So anyway, I hope you guys like this. Have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later.